What else you
Quick,
want to talk about? We got
no, real quick,
what's up?
Sam. Actually, I just wanted to say I saw Gervonta Davis was in here for a minute. I don't know if he's still
Oh,
in here. I know he
Tank,
has his big.
Tank on here?
Yeah, Tank.
Pull him.
Tank. Yeah, well, I don't know if
Man,
he's
pull
still
him
on
up.
here. I don't know if he's still on
Tell Tank to
here.
get
I don't
back
know.
on.
He might have bounced. I don't know. He might have bounced. He might have bounced. He was only on for a second. Tank, you want to come in, Tank? Can I bring you in? I'd love to bring you in. Only because I know for like the longest Tank.
Gervonta "Tank" Davis and Floyd Mayweather's beef just took another ugly turn, and this time, Floyd isn't holding back. After years of tension, indirect shots, and messy fallout, Tank finally aired it all out in a live interview, straight up disrespecting Mayweather, calling him out on everything from his ego to how he handled their business relationship. But if Tank thought Floyd was just gonna sit back and let it slide, he clearly forgot who he was dealing with. Because now Floyd is firing back in a way that's got the entire boxing world talking.
And he talked about it. He said, I don't want to do an exhibition against Floyd Mayweather. He said, I'm only doing real fights. Now, of course, I can't get up high in weight, but I'll fight him in a real fight at the weight that I'm at.
Let's be real. Floyd's been waiting for this moment. Ever since Tank left Mayweather Promotions, the relationship between them has been shaky, to say the least. Floyd has gone from acting like a proud mentor to throwing not-so-subtle shade every chance he gets. And this latest moment? It just gave him the perfect opportunity to remind Tank exactly who built his career.
Tank Davis, he was a young kid, came up to me when he was a kid, wanted an autograph. I signed his phone for him and told him, you'll be world champion someday, and I'll be your promoter. Years later, he was working with some people from our team because our team is huge. We got guys in DC, Baltimore, Philly, New York, all around. He won a few fights. I think he was like 8 or 9-0. I told him, in under 24 months, you'll be world champion. Made the right moves, put him in the right position. He's a multi-millionaire now.
Absolutely.
He was a kid that couldn't even buy a bus ticket. Now he's a multi-millionaire.
But let's rewind a little bit, because this beef didn't just pop up overnight. The tension has been boiling for years. When Tank was first coming up, Floyd was the one who saw the potential in him. He hyped him up, put him in the right fights, and basically molded him into a pay-per-view star. But the problem? Tank didn't like being controlled. He hated that Floyd was always in the spotlight, always making his fights about himself, and always treating him like a kid rather than a world champion.
When I say certain things, they say, "Oh, he's hating." There's no different from when I talked about the thing with Gervonta, for instance. When I said that I need all fighters, I said I need all the young fighters that's making money in the sport of boxing. What I need you guys to do is do this, uh, brother. It's Chrome Heart, Gucci, Louis, Mercedes. We need to take our money and invest in real estate so that we can live that same great life when our careers are over. So I guess that he took it as I guess he's the only one that wears Chrome Heart. He's the only one that wears Gucci. He's the only one that wears Louis Vuitton. He's the only one that drives a Mercedes. And last time I checked, we got fighters all around the world that wear top flight clothes that make good money.
And it got worse when Tank started hinting that he was done with Mayweather Promotions. He made it clear that he wanted to be his own man. And when his contract was up, he bounced.
Has the time come, gotta ask you this, has the time come for Tank Davis to take control of his own career and leave Mayweather Promotions?
It don't necessarily have to be leave Mayweather Promotions. It's about just becoming that man, handle your own, responsibility, your own priority. So I feel as though it's my career, so I feel as though I need to be the one to control my career. You know what I mean? So, and it's time. You know what I mean? Everybody don't need have them training wheels on them forever. You know, it's time to, ride their own bike without training.
Floyd, on the other hand, played it cool, at least in public. But behind the scenes? That man was salty. He went from hyping Tank up to barely acknowledging him, and when he did, it was always some backhanded comment about how Tank still had a lot to learn.
We talked about Mayweather playing games with Tank and how that could look to other people. People brushed it off, but look, one of his fighters took it serious and left. You know, Jalil said he seen that, and essentially he's like, bro, this the dude supposed to be God in our career, and he's saying the fight we fighting on is canceled. You know what I mean? You can't take these games that you playing with Tank so far when you got a bunch of other fighters on your stable dying to eat.
Not to mention, Tank wasn't too happy with Floyd firing Leonard Ellerbe from Mayweather Promotions, a guy who has been always there for Gervonta Davis.
Whatever is going on with them guys, all of the tension, you know, you got Leonard Ellerbe being let go from Mayweather Promotions, being hired, they're stating that he's possibly going to be hired by GTD, will have a significant role with GTD Promotions. And all this back and forth, you know, Floyd, from speculation or from reports stating that Tank blocked Floyd's fighter Carmel Moulton from fighting on the Tank versus Frank Martin card. All this things going on. You had Tank, who was signed to Mayweather Promotions for a while. The league sparring of Haney and Tank. All of this massive media news and everything that's been put out there for the masses to see worldwide.
Fast forward to now, and the gloves are completely off. During his latest live interview, Tank didn't hold back. He straight up called Floyd out, saying that Mayweather only cares about himself, never really supported him, and only wanted to use him for his own benefit.
What's your dream fight card?
Dream fight card?
Anybody.
So there's a couple fights on there. Me versus Floyd.
Okay. Okay. All right. We'll leave it at that.
But the real storm came when Floyd's daughter was brought into the conversation. We're talking about Tank and Floyd's daughter. Yeah, that's right. If you've been paying attention, you know that Ryan Garcia was the first one to drop this bombshell when he exposed the secret affair between Gervonta Davis and Mayweather's daughter. Now, at first, people brushed it off as just another wild Ryan Garcia claim. But then, Tank confirmed it.
Because Ryan is on the internet right now saying that he knows the root cause of the Tank Davis and Floyd Mayweather beef. And this was news to me, that there's a possibility that Tank had a relationship with Floyd's daughter. It's not official news. If Ryan Garcia said it, it's definitely not official news. And I'm not gonna act like he doesn't have a relationship with Tank Davis and Floyd Mayweather, like where there's smoke, there couldn't be fire. There is clearly something going on between Floyd and Tank Davis.
His daughter, she a grown woman. She do what she want to do, when she want to do it. You know what I mean? So
yeah, but is Tank right for that though?
Yeah.
Yeah, but is that good business to sleep with your business partner's daughter?
Business is business and personal is personal. We can't let this get between our money, man.
Tank himself admitted that Floyd's daughter had been chasing him, messaging him, and trying to get back into his life. And when that news broke, you already know Floyd was mad. If there's one thing Mayweather cares about more than money, it's his family. And the idea of Tank messing around with his daughter? That was the final straw.
Do you think Floyd did that intentionally?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Why? After so much time, after like, I guess, again, after what we think he helped you come to the game, he gave you the spotlight. Like, why would he try to diminish your career?
Cause at that time I don't want to go too deep into it, cause I don't want to bring him on. But it was somehow that they were saying that I was messing with his daughter off of the fact that she kept Snapchat.
Okay.
Kept hitting me on the Snapchat. So they sent it to Floyd, and Floyd bugged out.
Okay.
So that's what made it like.
And you think that was a downfall of y'all career? I mean, y'all
No, it was a
relationship, not
downfall.
career.
Yeah, it wasn't a downfall of my career. I mean, my our relationship, because it was more things that he was doing. Like
He scheduled a fight, I think.
Floyd didn't just respond. He flipped the script and started airing out all of Tank's flaws.
That's how he feels. If he's upset with me over me being good to him, over me helping him, he can be upset.
I mean,
I'm not mad at him though.
right.
He's entitled to be upset.
He called Tank out for his lack of discipline, said that he still fights like an amateur, and even threw shade at his last fight against Lamont Roach, saying that a real champion wouldn't have let that fight be so close. And let's not forget, the only time Tank fought without Mayweather in his corner, he walked away with a controversial draw. Let's not forget what happened in the 9th round. This is the moment everyone is talking about. The moment that should have sealed Roach's victory.
Oh, not right, but Davis took off some of the steam of the punch, but still, Roach leaning with right, and he took a knee. He took a knee. What was he doing? He forgot his... It's got to be a knee. What? Yeah, he's got to took a knee. He's got to count. You take a knee like that, that looks like a knockdown. All right? Back up. Back up.
Tank took a knee. Plain and simple. The ref somehow missed it, and the fight continued. But now, the Boxing Commission is officially reviewing the fight. If they overturn the decision, Tank's record takes a major hit. His undefeated streak? Gone. His reputation? Shattered. And Roach would be the new champion.
Hopefully the commission gets this right. It was a bummer not being declared the winner on a technicality that could be righted, that wrong could be righted, obviously, in different ways, in different facets.
So now, all hell has broken loose. Floyd's no longer playing the role of the calm, collected mentor. He's out for blood. He's trashing Tank every chance he gets, making sure the world knows that Gervonta Davis is nothing without him.
When Floyd left Bob Arum, it's good for them to do it and become their own boss. And then if another guy does it, it's not good for the sport. He's disloyal. And what's wrong with Tank saying he want to be his own boss? And honestly, I've been there. The relationship between them two is very toxic. It's a toxic relationship. It's up and down and up and down. And I'm not going to elaborate to everything that I know, but it's a very toxic relationship. And that's why when I tweet stuff, I don't tweet often, but when I tweet, I may fire off 50 tweets in the day. And that's why when I tweeted certain things about the relationship, Tank retweeted it because he knows. Like, I'm not just gonna say what it is. It's a very toxic relationship. It's back and forth. And I think it will serve him best to go and be his own boss.
Floyd Mayweather isn't just talking, he's making moves. And his next big play? Making Keyshawn Davis the man to end Gervonta "Tank" Davis's career. It's no secret that Floyd has been keeping a close eye on Keyshawn, but now he's taken things to the next level.
Floyd fucked with DB3. Not gonna lie to you. Like, he came up and asked about me first. And he was like, yeah, I see your two brothers going crazy too. Ain't your youngest one going to the Olympics? Like, what's his name? Keon. Like, your other one's signed with you with top rank too. Like, he loved us as a group.
So he already knew you, like, prior? Like, you didn't even have to explain, yo,
you feel me? Like, of course he knew me, but he also knew my two other brothers as well. So I'm like, damn, Floyd paying attention. Like, he really fuck with us. Maybe because we carry ourselves as a family and we just so strong with that. Or maybe because we just can fucking fight too. You know what I'm saying? He never really went into details on how he knew us. But when he did that shit at his gym, he told me that, I'm like, damn, like, he different. I text Floyd the other day, like, Floyd, he like, man, anytime, family, you just let me know. I can call Floyd right now, he fuck around and answer, you know what I mean? So, Floyd's a real nigga, I'm not gonna lie.
Keyshawn has been training under Floyd's guidance, learning the tricks of the trade from the very man who once mentored Tank. And let's be real, if there's anyone who knows Tank's strengths and weaknesses inside and out, it's Floyd Mayweather.
Luckily, now I got the chance to be around Floyd Mayweather. Like, he be calling me now, he be texting me now. His whole last camp, I was in Floyd's gym, he closing down the gym for me. I'm working pads with him. He working pads with me and my brother Kelvin. Me and Kelvin sparring in front of Floyd. Like he coaches us. Like now it's like damn, Shakur, Terrence, and Floyd now. So man, I honestly think that's God. Like if you really look at it, what professional fighters out here just have a strong circle as strong as like ours. Like you got the best prospect. You got Shakur, then you got Terrence Crawford, and then outside of our circle, we got Floyd Mayweather also tapping in with us. You know what I mean? Like our circle is really crazy. It's really crazy, and it shows to where when we fight, it's always our opponents. It's never a close fight, even with Terrence. It's never a close fight, and we feel.
For years, Tank was seen as this untouchable knockout machine. If he landed clean, it was game over. But against Roach, something shifted.
Lamont Roach definitely earned my respect tonight. Definitely one of the first fighters to put Tank to the test. Just matching fire with fire. That was a good fight. For me, I need to see a rematch ASAP. But yeah, Tank definitely took the knee 100%. I see Roach winning that 7-5 personally. But boxing is business, so they were never going to let him have that win. Roach's timing was on point though. No easy knockouts tonight. Sharp counters like. Real, very good fighter, very good fighter. Let me know what you guys think, if that robbery was fair or not. Leave it in the comments.
That fight was way too close for comfort, and it exposed a harsh truth. If you can take Tank's power, it just turns into a technical battle. And let's just say, Tank isn't exactly a master technician. He relies on his explosiveness, his speed, and that devastating left hand. But if you neutralize that, suddenly he's looking a lot more beatable.
How do you assess his power after being in there for 12?
He got decent power. He got decent power for sure. I ain't gonna say it's exaggerated. I told y'all I got a chin. I ain't going like that. It's just not gonna happen. But like I said, I see why he knocked people out, and I think he felt my power too. Like I think that's what negated a lot of his shots. And once I took his best shot, I was like, oh yeah, it's time to roll. Like I said, I knew I had a chin. I mean, I sparred guys that were like junior middleweights, like current champions that was at that weight. So I know I can take a punch. He's twitchy in there. Like I do see why he knocked people out. I mean, like being up close and personal. Obviously, I seen it on the TV like that, but I understand why he knocked people out. I'm not gonna tell y'all because y'all gonna tell him.
Keyshawn is the kind of fighter who can take full advantage of that.
Davis Keyshawn, this new guy, he's 140 pounds. He's not bad.
Yeah.
Keyshawn Davis. That's him right there, isn't it?
Ooh, no, I thought he was.
Ooh, there you go
Ooh.
right here.
Oh, yeah.
He's a young guy.
Nice combination.
He's quick.
Good. Yeah. Ooh.
It's a harder puncher.
And oof.
He's fast, he's sharp, and he's got that Olympic-level boxing IQ. He doesn't need to go in there looking for a knockout. He just needs to survive the early storm, keep things at a distance, and outbox Tank.
I feel like I beat Tank too, as well. Only time I see them come out fast, it's in the cruise. I know boxing, and also I know myself, so.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, Tank doesn't seem like the same fighter he was a few years ago. He's hinted at retirement multiple times, saying he's tired of the sport and looking for an exit. That's not something you want to hear from a guy walking into one of the biggest fights of his career. Because if you're not 100% locked in, you're giving your opponent an edge. Keyshawn, on the other hand, he's hungry. He's on the come-up, and this is his shot to prove that he's the future of the division. This isn't just another fight for him, it's his moment to take out a legend and make a statement.
I would prefer Tank Davis, the top guy. I would go for the top guy. If I could choose, I would choose Tank Davis. I would knock Tank short out. Tank is a great fighter. Hats off to Tank. I'm not even about to just do all that. Like, Tank is a great fighter. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody knows that. He got the power, he got the skill and ability, he's patient, you know what I'm saying? But I know who I am. That little short can't touch me. And I'm coming with that same shit he coming with, and he know that. His coach Kenny, you know, got a lot to say. You know what I'm saying? Talks to go fight the from Cuba. No, nigga, I'm gonna fight Tank. Stop mentioning other people when I mention your fight. What you talking about, boy? Like, don't play with me, bro. Y'all know how I'm coming. Tank, if you wanna fight, send me a contract, bro. Tank, you know.
So that's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section. Stay tuned, and we will catch you in the next video.